And Veterans Day was established at the end of World War I on the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month. That's why November 11th continues to be Veterans Day. Today we get to honor and celebrate all of our local veterans. I want to thank you all for being here. It's a great honor. I'm glad we get to have you here and celebrate you. I don't know how many schools in our area or the nation do this, but I think it's fabulous that we continue to do this to honor and celebrate all of you, as well as the other 21 million veterans in the United States. That's just outstanding to hear that. Just want to, again, thank them for being here. Family members, thank you for being here as well. I know that there's always sacrifice that goes on when you are in the life of a military person, no matter what's going on. So thank you for all your support over the years and for being here today. At this time, I'm going to have Melinda Goodmeyer and Emily Burks come up to the podium for their part.
The courage to serve. Today we gather to honor a special kind of courage, the courage to serve. Veterans Day is more than a date on the calendar. It is a day to recognize the men and women who stood ready to defend our nation, not for glory, not for reward, but because they believed in something greater than themselves.
From the beaches of Normandy to the mountains of Afghanistan, from the skies over Europe to the seas of the Pacific, American service members have answered the call of duty. Some returned home to their families, others made the ultimate sacrifice and never did. But all of them shared the same commitment, to protect our freedom and our way of life.
Our veterans are not just soldiers in uniform. They are our neighbors, our teachers, our friends, and our family members. They are people who once left behind their homes and dreams and served something bigger, the promise of liberty and justice for all.
Today we honor not only their bravery and valor, but also their quiet strength and peace. Veterans remind us that service does not end when the uniform is folded away. It lives on in how we treat one another, how we protect the freedoms they fought for, and how we build a better nation in their honor.
As we reflect today, let us remember that freedom is not free. It has been paid for, generation after generation, by the sacrifice of those willing to serve.
To our veterans here today, and to those no longer with us, we thank you, we honor you, and we promise to remember the courage you showed in the country we hope preserve.
We are free because of you. We stand tall because you stood strong, and we will never forget your service and sacrifice.
Happy Veterans Day, and thank you to all who have served the United States of America.
We honor each day by Susan Smith. To all of our veterans, far and near, we thank you for your service for all those years. You sacrificed your time and so gave your life. You preserved our freedom by willingly paying the price. Many of you who stood overseas, you were wounded in battle with scars and disease. But courageous and brave, you weathered the storm. You faced every battle with faith and beyond. We honor you and Jewel for all that you've done. You stood strong for our country, for our daughters and sons. So no one stays alone. We walk hand in hand. Remember, we are with you. Together we shall stand. We salute you today. Hear what we say, let our words speak eloquently in this special way. On this day, let us express our love and thanks for the sacrifice you paid. You served in honor for many years and days, and we will never forget how strong and brave.
Freedom isn't free by Kelly Strong. I watched the flag pass by one day. It fluttered in the breeze. A young Marine saluted it, and then he stood at ease. I looked at him in uniform, so young, so tall, so proud, haircut square and eyes alert. He'd stand out in any crowd. I thought, how many men like him have fallen through the years? How many died on foreign soil? How many mothers' tears? How many pilots' planes shot down? How many died at sea? How many foxholes were soldiers' graves? No, freedom is not free. I heard the sound of taps one night when everything was still. I listened to the bugler play and felt a sudden chill. I wondered just how many times the taps had meant amen when the flag had draped a coffin of a brother or friend. I thought of all the children, of the mothers and the wives, of fathers, sons, and husbands with interrupted lives. I thought about the graveyard at the bottom of the sea, with unmarked graves in Arlington. No, freedom is not free.
Our speaker that we have with us today is Sergeant First Class Jason Wilkerson. Sergeant Wilkerson is the husband of 2008 Hero graduate Brandy Roberts Wilkerson and the father of preschooler Hudson Wilkerson. He and his twin brother Eric served our country in the United States Army Reserves beginning in 1999 and retired in October of 2024. He currently works at the Veterans Cemetery in Jacksonville. It's my pleasure to introduce to you Sergeant Wilkerson.
Good morning, everyone. Students, teachers, my fellow veterans. It is truly an honor to be here today on Veterans Day, a day to honor all who have served this country in uniform. My name is Jason Lee Wilkerson. I have proudly served in the United States Army for 25 years alongside my twin brother. Yes, they did get us confused a lot. We shared a bond not just as family, but as soldiers, brothers in arms. And now, years after our service, I find myself serving a different service. As a parent, raising a young son who is just beginning to learn what freedom really means. A few weeks ago, my 5-year-old son and I finished building a Lego model Statue of Liberty together. It took hours and lots of patience, and more than a few moments, we lost a few pieces under the couch or in the chair, but we found them. But when we finally placed that last brick in our crown, I realized we had built something far more meaningful than a toy. That statue, even in minutes, stands as a powerful symbol of what this day, Veterans Day, is truly about. The real Statue of Liberty stands in New York Harbor, 305 feet tall, from the base to the tip of her torch. She was a gift from the people of France in 1886, meant to celebrate America's 100th birthday and the friendship between two nations. But she is more than a statue, she is a promise. When she first arrived, she was a symbol of hope for millions. Immigrants who had crossed the Atlantic Ocean, searching for freedom, many of them seeing her face before they saw the land itself. Imagine being one of those people. Tired, scared, filled with hope, and seeing her torch held high, lighting the way to a new beginning for them. On her tablet, she holds the date July 4th, 1776, the birth of our nation's independence. At her feet lays broken chains, a symbol of breaking free from oppression. Her crown, with 7 rays, represents the 7 continents, a reminder that liberty is not just an American dream, but a universal one. When my son and I built a little Lego version, I saw those same values taking shape brick by brick. Thousands of tiny pieces, each one small and ordinary in its own. But when you connect them, they become something extraordinary. That's what freedom looks like. It's built piece by piece, through courage, sacrifice, teamwork, and faith. Everybody here knows what that means. Freedom doesn't come in one grand moment. It's built every day through the hands and hearts of the men and women we serve. Veterans are like unseen bricks holding up the great statue of liberty, each one contributing to something larger than themselves. Every mission completed, every hardship endured, every life dedicated to serve become another piece of that foundation. The Statue of Liberty exterior may have turned green over the years, but her core is made of iron and steel. The same kind of strength I've seen in every veteran I've served with. She stands tall because she was built with something solid, just like our nation stands, because of those who has worn the uniform. Serving in the Army for 25 years, often side by side with my twin brother, taught me what real strength looks like. It's not just physical, it's emotional, it's spiritual. It's the strength, it's the quiet strength of a soldier who misses home but stays the course. The strength of families who hold it all together while their loved ones are deployed. My brother and I share the oath, the same hardships and the same pride. We learned that freedom isn't free. It's earned and protected by the countless acts of bravery, loyalty, sacrifice, and those who serve. And now as a father, I look at my boy Hudson, and I hope he understands that freedom isn't free. It's sometimes all we have to build and protect together. This time I'd like to introduce you to Hudson Lee Wilkerson. Would you like to come up here and say good morning?
Good morning, ladies.
Can you please put it up on the table? Gently. Very gently. Alright, push it in the front for me so everybody can see. What did we build, Hudson Lee? Come say it in the mic. That's right, buddy. And what does the Statue of Liberty mean to you?
It's freedom.
Let's give him a round of applause. Even as a 5-year-old who knows the word means something special, and that's what even veterans have fought to protect. The right for every child to grow free, to dream, to build, to believe. When the Statue of Liberty was first assembled, her torch meant to light the world, a beacon of hope that said, "You are welcome here, you are free." But the truth is, her light only shines because of those who keep burning. The veterans, the servicemen, and the families who support them. Every soldier, sailor, airman, marine, and guardian, every veteran who's raised their hand and said, "I will serve," has helped keep that torch lit. And when I took out a little Lego version at home, I see that same message in miniature freedom is something we build, one piece, one generation at a time. To all the students here, you may not be old enough to serve the military yet, but you can serve your country. You can serve by showing respect to others, by standing by for what's right, by helping those who need it, and by appreciating the freedoms you have. You can serve by learning what the sacrifices others made give you these freedoms. Service comes in many forms, and when you give of yourself, you become part of the same story every veteran here has lived. Today is an honored day. Let's remember that liberty. It's built one person or one generation at a time. It's something each of us adds to, brick by brick, choice by choice. The Statue of Liberty may be made of copper and iron, but the liberty she represents is something much stronger. The courage of those who serve, the hope of those who dream, the gratitude of a nation that remembers. When my son, I placed that Lego brick on that last Lego brick on Lady Liberty torch, I told him, this is freedom, what it looks like, something we build together. So today, let's promise to keep building as veterans, as citizens, as families, until our light shines forever bright. To my fellow veterans, thank you. To this school, thank you for teaching and shaping the next generation. To my son for helping me build this Statue of Liberty, and thanking him for sharing it with me today, and thanking him for allowing me to do the Statue of Liberty instead of Optimus Prime and Bumblebee. That would have been fun. And thank you, and God bless our veterans, our families, and our great nation. Thank you very much.
Thank you, veterans, for your service.
Thank you, Sergeant Wilkerson, for speaking to us today. At this time, we would like to show everyone a video slideshow that our multimedia class has produced for Veterans Day. here in attendance with us today. I would like to introduce each of the people to my right, and as I call your name, if you would please stand. Steve Davenport. Mr. Davenport served in the U.S. Navy from 1965 to 1969 in Vietnam. Ed Cochran. Mr. Cochran served in the U.S. Navy from 1967 to 71 in Vietnam. Wayne Rutherford. Mr. Rutherford served in the U.S. Navy in Vietnam from 1968 to 1969. Ray Mason. Mr. Mason served in the U.S. Army from 1966 to 1969 in Vietnam. Dick Halterman. Mr. Halterman served in the U.S. Army from 1966 to 1968. Gary Davenport. Mr. Davenport served in the U.S. Navy from 1967 to 71 in Washington and Guam. Jim Keller. Mr. Keller served in the Army National Guard from 1970 to 76. Steve Holder. Mr. Holder served in the U.S. Air Force from 1989 to 1993. Jerry Bowman. Mr. Bowman served in the U.S. Army from 1968 to 1969 in Vietnam. Karen Bowman. Mrs. Bowman served in the U.S. Navy from 1968 to 1969. W.C. Smith. Mr. Smith served in the Army National Guard from 1969 to 1975. Tim Lunsford. Mr. Lunsford served in the U.S. Army in Germany from 1981 to 1983. Delbert Gibson. Mr. Gibson served in the U.S. Army in Korea from June of 51 to March of 1952. Chris Lee. Mr. Lee served in the U.S. Marine Corps from 1998 to 2007. Christine Lee. Mrs. Lee served in the U.S. Marine Corps from 1998 to 2007. Kevin Hull. Mr. Hull served in the U.S. Marines from 1997 to 2001. Dan Taylor. Mr. Taylor served in the U.S. Navy from 1969 to 1970 in Vietnam. Steve Moore. Mr. Moore served in the U.S. Navy from 1974 to 1978. Don Langdon. Mr. Langdon served in the U.S. Air Force in Alaska and South Dakota from 1964 to 1971. Dale Moore. Mr. Moore served in the U.S. Army from 1979 to 1983. Don Burdett. Mr. Burdett served in the U.S. Army from 1986 to 2023. Ken Schroeder. Mr. Schroeder served in the U.S. Army as an artilleryman and captain from 1962 to 1970. Randy Newstifter. Mr. Newstifter served in the U.S. Army from 1967 to 1970 as a specialist E5. Jason Wilkerson. Mr. Wilkerson served in the U.S. Army Reserves from 1999 2024 in Kuwait, Iraq, and Afghanistan. Justin Conrad. Mr. Conrad served in the U.S. Navy from 2003 to 2007. Toby Pate. Mr. Pate served in the U.S. Army National Guard from 2003 to 2009. Monty Dodge. Mr. Dodge served in the U.S. Air Force from 1977 to 1981. Dan Phillips. Mr. Phillips served in the U.S. Navy from 1982 to 1987. Zach Lunsford. Mr. Lunsford served in the U.S. Army from 2009 to 2019. John Valdez. Mr. Valdez served in the U.S. Army from 1963 to 1965. Once again, to our veterans and to their families, thank you very much for joining us here today, and thank you so much for your service to our country.
So typically in years past, we have always collected donations for the honors flight. Unfortunately, they, after September, are accepting donations for their organization. And so we are moving our efforts this year to the Jacksonville Memorial Cemetery. On December 13th, 2025, at 11 a.m., the Jacksonville Veteran Cemetery will be participating in the Wreaths Across America campaign. The group MON-SVC, along with the Auburn County VFW Post, will be joining together with the Missouri Veteran Cemetery in a solemn effort to remember and honor our veterans. During this ceremony, volunteers will lay remembrance wreaths on the graves of our nation's fallen heroes, each wreath representing gratitude, respect, and a promise that their service will never be forgotten. This year, the Jacksonville Veterans Memorial Cemetery will be placing more than 2,000 wreaths so that every veteran resting there is recognized during the holiday season. Community participation is vital to helping ensure that every hero is honored and their mission is accomplished. Your support to this mission truly makes a difference. All donations collected today will go towards honoring this campaign and will directly go to the local Jacksonville Veterans Cemetery. We will collect donations now until Friday, and then we'll donate those to the cemetery. Once again, we thank you veterans for your service. We will start here in just a minute with our preschoolers. Typically, they like to give high fives. You can do air fives with germs and things like that, or they'll also do waves. But again, please join me in thanking our veterans for their service today.